Getting lean isn't actually going to get you more women. I remember a year and a half ago when I was 220 pounds, 20+% body fat. The only thing that I wanted was a girlfriend. I wanted to meet a really nice girl, a really high quality, high value woman who just would love me, right? I'd spent time in and out of relationships all throughout high school, all throughout college with girls who were nothing short of not great, I'll be honest. And that's saying it nicely. And that was the exact same way. I was very insecure. I was a very toxic boyfriend. I lacked a lot of confidence in myself. And that was something that I really struggled with a lot. And after I got down to, 10% body fat, I realized very quickly that getting lean does not get you more women. It gets you the woman, right? Because for so long back in high school and in college, I struggled with dating so much. And I thought that once I got to this magical number of, let me get to 10% body fat and maybe I'll start to attract a lot more women into my life. And yes, there's going to be a surplus of women, but not all of those are going to be high quality. But it's about sifting through all of those and, and finding the one woman for you. I used to really think that life was all about talking to as many girls as possible. And, I've really found Jesus and I've found God and I've really found one woman who I really love and I really want to be with for a very, very long time. And the one thing that I realized once I got lean is that it will give you the woman. It won't give you more. It will give you the woman. And that's the craziest thing because it was the most random story that I met my girlfriend Ava, who I'm dating right now. It was this past January. It was like 6, maybe 7 o'clock at night. One random night. It was like January 13th or 14th. I went to go bench with one of my boys. We were repping out. We were doing some barbell bench. I had like 275 on the bar. I was like repping it out. And, I felt on top of the world. I had a sick chest pump, a crazy shoulder, arm, bicep, tricep pump. I was feeling myself. I was feeling on top of the world. And I look over and I see this like super cute blonde girl doing lateral raises over by the dumbbell rack. And I was like, damn, she's cute. And I had that in the back of my mind for a few minutes. And then after she finished her lateral raises, she started walking over to like the ab crunch machine where one of her girls was. And I was like, And then she went over there, started talking for a few minutes. And I was like, I had this weird mojo going on right there. I had a crazy chest pump. I was repping out 275. I felt on top of the world. I felt jacked. I felt strong. I felt like him. I felt like that guy, right? And I got this sudden inclination, this like masculine, manly inclination. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go talk to this girl, right? As she, she's walking over to her friend by the ab crunch machine and she's there for a minute or two, still talking. And I start to like creep my way over, right? Not like creep, but like, you know what I mean? I'm starting to like, slowly make my way over and walk up to her. And I'm like, what's your name? I literally just said, what's your name? She's like, Ava. And I was like, cool, my name's James. And I was like, it's crazy. I asked for her number and I was like, damn, you're really pretty. Like, what's your number? And she was like, I don't usually give my number out. And I was like, bro. And then she gave me her TikTok. She doesn't have Instagram or Snapchat or like Instagram or anything like that. So she gave me her TikTok and I was like, bro, I don't want your TikTok. And so she gave me her number. And, that was the most crazy experience ever. Cause like, I am not the type of person to ever cold approach a girl, right? I'm a super antisocial. I hate talking to people. I'm a very, very, very antisocial guy. So the thought of even, going up to talk to a girl, let alone in like a crazy public setting like the gym, scared the crap out of me. It was not something that, I ever wanted to do. And I don't know what it was. It was a confidence of like me just like feeling on top of the world, me having that chest, that shoulder pump, me looking 10% body fat. I just felt on top of the world. And I went over and I executed and I talked to this girl and I got her number. And it's crazy because like before that, the only time that I would ever go up and talk to a girl would be back in college, like when I was drunk at a bar, right? The only time I'd ever talk to a girl in college was drunk at a bar. I always had to have alcohol in my system. I didn't have any courage and any confidence in myself to not talk to a girl unless I was drunk, right? Because alcohol, liquid confidence. And, so me going up to talk to Ava for the first time was one of the most crazy experiences that I've ever been through, because it's just like, that was never me before. That was not me when I was 220 pounds. I wasn't confident. I didn't have that ability to actually go up and talk to a girl because I had nothing to be confident about, right? I believe in this so wholeheartedly, right? You cannot be confident unless you have something to be confident about, right? No amount of yelling into a mirror, no affirmations, no telling yourself, I am confident, I am strong, I am brave. Whatever, affirmations people say to themselves, no amount of affirmations is going to actually make you confident. The one thing that actually makes you confident is proving to yourself that you're confident. And how do you prove to yourself that you're confident? By going through hard shit, right? I put myself through pain and struggle when I went on a calorie deficit, and I struggled my junior year of college, losing over 30 pounds of fat and getting to 10% body fat. I struggled through that. So I proved to myself that I can do hard things. And through proving to myself that I can do hard things, I built confidence, right? I used to be the type of guy who would, journal all the time, right? Before I'd played baseball, every time before like a game, or in the mornings when I woke up, I'd write, I am confident, I am a millionaire. I'd read all these crazy affirmations to like convince myself that I had all these things, when in reality, the only way to get the thing is by doing something, right? Not just writing it down in a piece of paper or saying it to yourself in a mirror. You have to prove it to yourself that you are confident in order to be confident. And it's just crazy because, for so long, I just wanted to meet a good girl. I just wanted to meet the right woman. I just wanted to meet someone who I could love, I could care for, I could cherish, because for so long I struggled so hard with dating. It was always, toxic girl this, toxic girl that. The right woman is going to build with you, right? When I met Ava, she was 140 pounds at 5'3", right? She wasn't in bad shape by any means, but, a few months into our relationship, where we're at right now, she's like shredded. She's so lean. She looks incredible. And, the right woman is going to bring you up. You're gonna go up together, right? In a lot of unhealthy relationships and the things that I've been through, right, it's always, one partner is bringing you down while the other is trying to go up, and you have this seesaw type of thing going on, right? Like, you're trying to improve, they're bringing you down, and you kind of just go back and forth like this. But the right relationship, you're gonna go up together. It's not gonna be one-sided. It's not gonna be one of you trying to improve your life. You both are going to improve together. Because when we met, I was 187 pounds. I had just finished up my bulk. I was probably 14, 15, 16% body fat. And I wanted to go on a cut too. So we both went on our cuts together. We both got leaner together. And that's why our relationship is so good. Because a great relationship is when you both are growing together. And the one thing that I've learned through the many, many relationships that I've been in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, all the way up through college, is that the right woman is going to build in your life. She's going to improve your life. And the best way that you ask yourself, is this the right woman for me, is, does she support all your goals? Does she want to see you win? That's a big one, right? I've dated girls who I told them, my dreams and my aspirations, and, they didn't want to see me win. They didn't want to see me succeed. And, that was one of the things that I struggled with the most, because I just wanted a woman who cared for me, who wanted to see me win. And that was one of the biggest things ever, is, I just wanted to be seen. I just wanted a girl to care for me, love me, and, really just want to see me win. Getting lean is going to lead you down the path of meeting the right woman in your life. You're going to get lean. You're going to get ripped, and you're going to realize that what you want isn't a surplus of women. What you want isn't dozens of women coming at you. What you want is to find that one God-loving girlfriend who's going to support you, who's going to love you, who's going to cherish you, who's going to give you everything that they have, who's going to pour into you, give you a family. And that's truly what it means. It's not about having tons of women. It's not about having dozens of women coming at you at once. It's about finding the one woman who truly loves you, who truly supports you, and truly wants to see you win. And that's the best message that I can leave you with today, because if you're going on a fitness journey just trying to get as many women as possible, it's a failing game. you're never going to be truly satisfied inside, because I thought I'd be happy, you know, having so many women just coming at me and wanting to be with me and wanting to hang out with me. When in reality, I've never been happier just meeting one woman. It will lead you down the path of meeting your dream wife. It'll lead you down the path of meeting the one woman that's actually meant for you. Because Ava and I, we have everything in common. Getting lean doesn't get you more women, but what it does is it will make you find the woman.